This week it was UFC Fight Night, Maddalena versus Prates. I went 5 out of 6 of my main card picks. I did okay, but one fight let me down. One fight. But in today's video, I'm going to be ranking on how fighters did, on the performances, and yeah, just that pretty much it. That's it, to be fair. But let's start off with shameful, disgusting, awful. Right? I picked Tuivasa. You did shocking, laying down. You messaged after your fight against Talison Teixeira. You messaged Hamza, brother, can I come wrestle with you? Right? So I would have expected some bit. Yeah, you got me into a guillotine hold like twice. That's not enough. That's not enough. Do more. You're not on a 7 skid. They might, I don't think they will, but they might give you one last chance to prove yourself, like Sean Sharaf or fucking Steve Aspeland or somebody who just strikes and don't wrestle, right? But Jesus Christ, Ty, bro, you need to get up in your game and just learn how to wrestle. I love you, bro. You're the profile picture of my channel, right? Your profile picture of my channel. I love you, yeah, man. But come on, man. It was such a depressing fight to watch, and you're not any fucking better. You're a heavyweight, right? On the ground, throw some strikes, do some elbows, okay? Don't just put your fucking blubber on his face, right? That's his job. That's Shamil. He's called the Bob for a reason. Do something. Instead of laying on another fat man for 15 minutes straight. Both performances are shameful. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10 for both Ty and Louis. Shameful performance from pairing them. You can't give Louis anything. Oh, yeah, but he beat Tuivasa. Okay, 6 fight losing streak, 2 fight losing streak. Throw some strikes. You're known as the Vanilla Gorilla, bro. You are known as the Vanilla Gorilla. You were a decent knockout machine in your former career, right? Former career, you were decent, right? But you decide to lay and pray against a striker. You have 8 knockout wins, bro, in your former UFC career. 8 knockout wins, right? And you decide to put all your blubber on him and lay on him, bro. Jesus Christ. Like, do something else, man. But yeah, 0 out of 10. Shocking performance from both. You can't give nobody props. 0 out of 10. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Then, moving on to Shamil Gaziev versus Brando Pericic. Brando, 7 out of 10. Shamil, 4 out of 10. Good reasons for both. Right, Shamil, no guard, no gas. Bro was gassed, but so was Brando, but he had no... He was losing power, and then bro got knocked out in the second round. I don't know. The blob, he can wrestle, right? They were getting rocked. So, in anyone's normal world, you would have shot for a takedown. He just stood there and took strikes to his dome, right? That's why the 4 out of 10. He didn't do anything to come back. He just stood there taking shots after shot. Yeah, he did rock Pericic on rather a few occasions sometimes, but it weren't enough to hurt Pericic enough. And like I said, Shamil has a takedown threat. Shamil's got not an amazing takedown game, not an amazing like brother, I'm gonna wrestle him. I'm Khabib heavyweight division, brother. No, it's decent for the heavyweight division, right? He didn't use it once. He didn't use it once. He did not use it once. The reason why Pericic is a 7 out of 10 is cardio and his defense. He needs to work on his defense immensely, right? Because if you get rocked by Shamil, you have holes, bro. You have holes in your game. Granted, you knocked Shamil out, and my reaction was, ooh, bro. Fuck, in my room just, oh, Ashay, brother, Ash, getting revenge for Ty, but good performance. Knocked him out second round, an absolute bang of a fight. That's what they did the fight of the night. But like I said, he needs to work on his defense. He heavily needs to work on his defense because what do you call it? There's massive holes that could lead to a lot of bad performances in his career. But yeah, 4 out of 10 for Shamil. 7 out of 10 for Brando. Then we have Maran Rahiki versus Ollie Schmid. Rahiki, 8 out of 10. Schmid, 2 out of 10. Right. Ollie came out swinging mentally. I don't know why. He came out super, super fast. Yeah, it was his debut, right? And they probably wanted to get him out there and done quickly. But he weren't really landing on. He landed 9 strikes out of 30, right? He was just swinging right fast and just moving really quickly. It weren't like, oh yeah, he's right swift and he's getting some good shots. No, it was just moving super fast and he weren't able to land out of importance. Yeah, it's his first UFC fight. Yeah, he was 4-2, but still, you got offered an opportunity to fight for the UFC. Prove to him, yeah, you know what, yeah, I'm deserved to be here. You made a good choice for picking me out. But no, bro, just what do we call it? Didn't really produce much. He didn't produce much of anything, to be fair. So if I'm giving him a 2 out of 10, he got knocked out in the first round. Rahiki's got some hands. That's why Rahiki's an 8 out of 10. Rahiki had 22 out of 40 strikes. The knockout he hit him with, Jesus, the combo, I think, was a lead hook, which took him down. Far out, bro. Rahiki did absolutely insane. You got to give him your props for undefeated fighter. In featherweight, I think Rahiki can go far. Rahiki can go far. Breaking Hardwick's jaw and then knocking out Schmid like this, Rahiki will go far. 8 out of 10. Absolute, a brilliant performance. Brilliant performance. Yeah, he got hit with a few shots and he did whiff on a few of his shots leading up to the knockout, but still an amazing performance by Rahiki. 8 out of 10. You can't play down his performance at all. He did absolutely amazing. So yeah, Rahiki 8 out of 10, Schmid 2 out of 10. Then we have Steve Erceg versus Tim Elliott. 7 out of 10 again, 5 out of 10. Nobody was... Actually, no, 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 for fucking technique. He's 4 out of 10 because at some points in the fight, all Elliott did, yeah, no head movement, no power, just ran forward with his fists out like a goddamn sock and bop 'em game. Technique, bro. You've been in the UFC for absolute years, yeah, man. For years. Don't like you face DJ for a title. Show some of it. Show some of it, bro. Steve Carell from The Office, man, is a good fighter, right? You made him look insane with his takedown defense. 2 out of 11 takedowns for you, bro. 2 out of 11. He defended 9, bro. Like 136 strikes to your 93. You lobbed 265 and only landed about 35% on them. He landed 50%. Steve did alright. Not like oh my god, best flyweight of all time. Give him Joshua there right now. No. Good performances against Tim Elliott, but he needs to prove himself more, in my opinion. He did a good performance against Elliott. Elliott is just, I don't know about Elliott, bro. It's his. Now he threw shots, bro. Now he just went technique, like shocking performances. But yeah, 4 out of 10 for Elliott. Steve Erceg, like I said, got some good strikes off. Got some very good strikes off. Got a takedown off to prove he can have a decent ground game. Defended many of Elliott's takedowns, so he did okay. He did very well. But I still think there's more to be shown for Erceg. But yeah, 4 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Now we have Beneil Dariush versus Salkeld. 5 out of 10. 9 out of 10. No, 8 out of 10. Right. 5 out of 10. If he didn't drop Salkeld early in the round, it would be a 2 out of 10. It would be a 2 out of 10. We know now Beneil still has some form of power, some type of power in his hands left, right? So he has some power, but it's his chin and how he can get overwhelmed easy as out, right? Because he took down Salkeld, he took him down, and he pressure him a tiny bit. But when he got the pressure put back onto him, he can't handle it. He can't handle it. Beneil needs to fight somebody who's up and coming, who's a slow starter, in my opinion, for him to win. He beat Mateusz Gamrot because he's a slow starter, in my opinion. He beat Mateusz easily. But Beneil Maddalena is the type of guy that he can knock people out. It's his defense which is lacking, and his chin and his cardio and his defense which he needs to immensely improve to get back into the top 15, right? Because so far, Danny is on a steady downfall. Steady downfall. If he fights more up and comers with power, game out, bro. He won't make it. But yeah, 5 out of 10 solely on the basis that he knocked down Salkild early on, which was granted a very good start into the match. But then we all saw what happened. Salkild 9 out of 10. If it would have been 10 if he didn't get dropped. Not 9, 8. It would have been a 9 if he didn't get dropped. But his striking was amazing. Sure, he can get out of takedowns and stuff. Sure, he can get off the ground. Sure, he can bounce back from being dropped. But he's absolutely amazing performance. He's such a good contender. He's a contender now. He's such a good up-and-coming fighter. He's so good. His striking is so crisp. He can take shots like we've seen off Dariush. He bounced back immediately. Round 1 knockout performance on the night KO. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely. I'm yawning, I'm sorry. Absolutely amazing performance. Absolutely brilliant. But would have been a higher grade if he didn't get dropped. But still, yeah, again, he did brilliant. So yeah, 5 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Then we have JDM versus Prates. Prates, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 performance. 3 out of 10 for JDM. 3 out of 10. Right. In this fight, I don't think none of us expected it to be as brutal as we saw. JDM got slaughtered. Simple as, he was shocking in this fight. JDM got absolutely slaughtered in this fight. He couldn't get any offense off. Tried taking down Prates and Prates laughed. He couldn't really connect, or no strikes of his were hurting Prates at all, or leaving anything beneficial on Prates, right? He weren't getting nothing off to help him at all. Nothing was helping him. He were outmatched in every way, shape and form. And then Prates has some immense striking, right? I think he's one of the greatest strikers we've seen at welterweight in many, many years. His Muay Thai is insane. His knees to the body, his leg kicks. His leg kicks shredded JDM's legs to where JDM couldn't even stand. To where he couldn't even stand up at the latter parts of round 1 and 2. And then he TKO'd him in round 3. We've never seen Jack get TKO'd. We've never seen Jack that hurt. Yeah, when he fought Islam, he just got wrestled. He weren't hurt, he just got wrestled out of, right? But we've never seen Jack that hurt in the UFC before. Never in any fight. And then Prates made him look like a goddamn top 15 fighter. Not number 1 in the world. JDM did not look number 1 in the world. Carlos did. Carlos looked number 1. JDM didn't. JDM looked abysmal in that fight. JDM looked absolutely abysmal, and it showed holes in JDM's game. And yeah, Carlos can get taken down, but it's a premise that he can get back up, and he can just piece you up over and over and over again with your striking. But 10 out of 10 for Prates. He deserves the next title shot against the winner of Gary versus Makhachev. He deserves it tenfold. Deserves it tenfold. But yeah, 10 out of 10 for Prates. 3 out of 10 for JDM. But yeah, this is my ranking on the fighters. Please let me know what you guys think. I personally think these are good rankings. But yeah, have a good day. Look after yourself. And goodbye.